Let's talk man to man, and maybe we can get somewhere in this conversation. I'm cool with being a man, right? I'm cool with being a man, right?
Smoking fire, laced with crack on my blood. Alizé in my cup and I'm vaping too. You know I smoke it all. Smoking fire, angel dust to angel wings. I'm on my knees in a dark cold room. I gladly smoke it all, right down to the fire. Honey berry blunts. Smoking fire, smoking fire. Hello, America. FBI and CIA agents and fellow cult members. Welcome to Culture Club USA. I'm Debrava. Today's riddle is: fantastic failures facilitate unfortunate fountains of futile failures and fallacies, like the unfortunate failure of a recently attached flaccid phallus. But when the queen is thrown from the palace, will her subjects act out in malice? Or will they revert back to nature and reform to their habits? Okay, on today's episode of OnlyFans on Trial, we are going to go to part 2 of the debate I covered between the saint and the sinner and Princella, the queen maker. Now, if you haven't seen part 1, believe me, it won't stop you from enjoying part 2. But make sure you go and check it out. All right, you ready? Let's dive in.
And are you a homosexual now? Is that what you're saying? You're practicing homosexuality?
Practicing, baby, I get more pussy than you do.
We can already see where this is going, right? Let me bring that back. It's just too good.
And are you a homosexual now? Is that what you're saying? You're practicing homosexuality?
Practicing, baby, I get more pussy than you do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You might be right. That's
hold on.
Congratulations.
So let me just, for those of you who haven't seen the first part of this, the debate basically is about masculinity. Okay? You kind of get the gist.
Yeah, right. So, cause the woman is the value. So why would I mess with dudes when I can just take the value? Anyway, so you.
Did you hear what she just said? The woman is the value. So why would I mess with dudes when I could just take the value? That's because she gets more than him.
So you think, hey, so you think, Mr. Saint, Saint, you think that I think that the only value to the woman is sex. You think that, right? Okay. Well, that's interesting because I don't know how I would have been able to come up with 41 different types of men with the different things that they use women for. I don't know how I would be able to do that based on just sex. You're right. Women have a lot of value, totally. But the ultimate biological objective of the male in nature, his natural wiring, is sex. It's capped at sex.
Whoa. Okay. Hold on. I got to bring that back. Is she insane? He's just looking at her like, no, lady. Do you realize what she just said? Let me just break this down, okay, in case any of you missed this. She is saying that the natural nature of men, okay, all what men are made of, it's capped out at sex. No, I'm sorry. How could that be? Men build things. Everything you're looking at, a man built, okay? If men's nature was capped out at sex, they'd all be laying around in caves just having sex all day, doing nothing. Okay? Does that make any sense? This woman actually wrote a book. And let me just go back to this. This woman wrote a book. Okay? Probably in OnlyFans.com publishing. Okay? The game. So 41 shades of men. And what she said earlier is that how would I know 41 different ways that men can use women? But this woman has some serious issues. Okay? Serious issues. If you want to remain sane and you are a female, I don't care if you're gay, straight, whatever it is, I would refrain from buying or purchasing or reading this book. Okay. I don't even have to read it to know that. I mean, how stupid can you be? Everything you're looking at was built by a man. How could they be capped out at sex? Hello?
lot of value, totally. But the ultimate biological objective of the male in nature, his natural wiring, is sex. It's capped at sex.
You realize how ridiculous that is now, right? Okay.
And it takes a lot for a male to get out into a mind space and operate from another level.
It takes a lot. It just gets better and better. It takes a lot for a male to get out and operate in another mind space. Lady, the paper that they used to create that book that you wrote, okay? A man cut that tree down. Okay? A man invented the machine that takes that tree and turns it into paper. Okay? The pen you used, the computer you used to write it on, the chatbot GPT that you probably used to write the thing also was created by a man. Do you realize how little sense she makes? That is scary.
The facts of nature prove who and what y'all are, right? Y'all want multiple women so y'all can suck them dry. Cool. Now you can have the floor and I'll sit up here and laugh at what you finna say.
I really am entertained. I'm not going to lie. And I appreciate your effort. Let me Jedi mind trick you real quick. We're talking about value.
She better take a sip of this because he's about to Jedi mind trick her. Oh, I can't wait for what that's going to be.
We're talking about value. You see, when you define the woman's value, it's quite fascinating that her value only comes from the male. You see, her value is not independent of the male. It actually only comes from the male. When you mention the woman having value, and because you're a sex-focused person, which is not surprising, you're part of the LGBTQ, you're basically saying that the woman's value comes from sex, and the person who is making the pursuit of sex is the male. Hence, the woman's value itself comes from the male. It's really sad. Like if you think about that deeply, you'll kind of understand who's really the boss in that dynamic. Furthermore, you make a great effort to spew your misandrous beliefs, which I know come from pain, and my heart does go out to you. But when you say something so silly as the idea that the male is a sexual primitive being, well, certainly both the male and the female would have to be sexual beings. And that's clear, and there's significant evidence for that, such that it's not even worth reviewing. It's a truism. If we weren't both sexual beings, humankind would cease to exist. Or if people were mentally ill and they were engaging in your sexual behaviors, humankind would cease to exist. Furthermore, when you say something suggesting that the male is such a primitive sexual being that, as you put it, can't get his mind beyond sex, well, then that would make me question how you're speaking into a microphone, an electronic device, a significant piece of technology that was created by a man. And the architecture that created the building that you're in, probably an apartment, was also created by a man. Most everything that you observe was created by a man. And let me further expose you, because you're a person who actually takes all of your thinking from a man. For example, on your own Instagram, you only have 2 books referenced. They're both written by men, because you come to the man seeking our superior knowledge. Furthermore, even the book that you have in your hand, which you wrote, you modeled the title of that book after a man's book, Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. You're modeling everything you do after the man. And let me explain to you true inferiority. True inferiority is when you think so little of yourself that you don't want to be what you actually are. Your great effort is to emulate the man. You're basically...
Wow. I mean, look, first of all, this is not even funny. Okay. She's sitting here laughing. This is actually not funny at all. Okay. She looks perplexed because she can't even believe he just said all that to her. But in reality, okay, the value is in the man. Think about it. Because here's the thing. And I'll put it to you like this. If women left the planet, okay, over time, humanity would dilapidate. We would cease to exist, right? If women just were non-existent, the men would be able to keep going. The only thing that wouldn't is humanity. Do you understand that? In other words, they can still drive around, they can still maintain the bridges and tunnels, and they could still build all the things, they could still have television. There just wouldn't be any women around, Now, if you reversed that scenario and men all vanished from Earth, women would last what? An hour? Literally. How long do you think society would keep going without a man? Think about that. So when these women sit here and spew this nonsense, this psychobabble, this prostitution psychobabble to other women, it is unnerving to me because you are lying. And what I'm talking about right now is just facts. He is giving you straight facts. Okay?
They describe you as a male. And listen to the books that you reference on your Instagram. Pimp, well, that's a story from a man. And here's the thing. You want to co-opt all the ideas and say that women can be pimps too. No, the man is the pimp. You're the hoe. Get that part right. Stop trying to flip the world upside down. We don't believe you because you're so delusional, and only a broken, traumatized mind gets to a point where you see up as down and left as right.
Whoa, okay. She's laughing, but he's like, we don't believe you. You need more people. Okay? I know some of you got that.
Left as right. I yield the floor to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was comical, Saint. That was comical. Yeah. So this is
this is her right now. I mean, what is she coming back with right here? She is stuck. She is stuck in the mindset of a female. Okay. You can't come back. You can't come back with anything. What are you saying to that? 'Cause you're a female.
Yeah. So this is funny because you done said a whole bunch of razzle dazzle stuff that ain't got no legitimacy behind it. First of all, my book is not labeled after quote unquote Robert Greene. Second of all of those who discover the truth discover the same things, and I use my own mind to discover.
Of course, first of all, yes, your book is labeled after Robert Greene. Okay, yeah, it is. Go back and look at the title.
Same things, and I use my own mind to discover the same truths, and they just so happen to be rooted in nature, which is what everybody else speaks on, which is nature, and we all got eyes to see. Secondly, you said a bunch of garbage there.
She's looking for her phone right now. She's like, let me just text this girl, let me see if I can get out of this real quick. She's like, I drive over in my Hondo from my rented condo. You know I'm a broke host, so I'm going so. I got a broke girlfriend, look like Michael Jackson. Got a rich girlfriend, look like Michael Jackson. This was going through her head right now. She's like, I need some wings, some blunts. I need to get up on out of here. I mean, this ain't even right. I mean, this is stupidity. She's like, hopefully none of my hoes seeing this thing. I gotta make sure these people are coming back over. She's like worried right now that they're gonna be calling him instead of her tonight.
Garbage there. I got to wade through. I'm serious. I got to wade through all the stuff that you just set up there and said, right? So if I'm a man, since everybody want to call me one, that's cool. Then we need to talk man to man, right? Because clearly you don't have respect for women. So let's talk man to man, and maybe we can get somewhere in this conversation. I'm cool with being a man, right? I don't have no problem with that because maybe we can get somewhere.
Well, we know she's cool with being a man. That's for sure.
Because maybe we can get somewhere. What else you say? Oh, since this is a hierarchical system, at the top of the pyramid is where the least amount of people exist, and is where all of the things are created. All of the ideas come from the top of the pyramid. All of the architecture, all of that stuff comes from the top of the pyramid, not the bottom. And architects make up a small percentage of the globe, and everybody else is slaves, right? So
is she sitting here telling him about architects? She's sitting here talking about pyramids. This man has like traveled the world, okay? He's in Africa. He's everywhere. He's in Zimbabwe. You're sitting here telling him about architects. First of all, yeah. And the architects that she is talking about, that she's speaking of, they're all men. And they're not she-men. They're real biological males. Okay?
The majority of males are not even using their mind. They're slaves to the people who actually run the globe. Or are they not? Right?
Yeah. Other men. Get it? Other men. Okay? Oh my.
Now, as far as my baseball cap, if that makes me a man, then I guess I'm a man again. Right?
What? You know what? I'm convinced. You know what? I said in the last episode, we'll see it, you know, if she's really Priscilla the queen, whatever. No, she is just the Burger King. Okay? She is the king of the burger, which means Burger King, and that's her local area, and that's where she goes to be the queen. I mean, this woman is talking nonsense. Literal nonsense. I mean, and she talks like a preacher that doesn't preach anything. She talks like a preacher that don't preach nothing. I mean, at least real pimps got something to say. They be spitting some game. Like, look, ho, I told you not to drink that scissor up because you gonna get drunk and you ain't gonna get my money. Now, I told you, keep your head straight so when you done with that trick, I can get my cash. Now, don't you be showing up here with nothing, but she just talking like nonsense. She talking about, yeah, this burger is grass-fed, so, you know, that shit is green. I mean, what you gonna talk about? I mean, should I eat a Burger King or be the Burger Queen? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, my brother? Because I'm sitting here in a Cadillac because I'm a pimp, even though I ain't got one. It may be a Honda, but the emblem is a Cadillac. You know what I mean? And that's why I flow in and out, in and out. She's not talking about, this woman is like the urban Sadia Khan. She's like, instead of like, hello, oh my God, Andrew, are you Pakistani? I'm Pakistani. Oh my God, is it Pakistani? Oh my Pakistani. You know, while she's, Sadia Khan is like, oh, new world. This one is over here going, smoking fire, laced with crack in on my blood. Alizé in my cup and I'm vaping too. You know I smoke it all. Smoking fire, angel dust to angel wings. I'm on my knees in a dark cold room. I gladly smoke it all, right down to the fire. Honey berry blunts, smoking fire, smoking fire. That's what she's doing.
What else did you say? Because you just ran off a lot of jibber jabber that I really didn't understand the basis of, because the fact
it's the blunts. It's the blunts. It's a smoking fire. She's confused. Okay. Look, people, you shouldn't be, you know, Alizé, vaping. Okay. Angel dust, angel wings, hot wings, fried wings, you know, it's a lot of stuff to be put in your body. Okay. Your brain can't function after a while. And this is clearly what's happening to her.
The fact of the matter is patriarchy is anti-nature. And the only way that you can uphold patriarchy is through laws and law enforcement.
I'm sorry. Look at the scene. He is just like, Lord, he's calling all the angels, angel dust to angel wings. Come and save me right now. He's like, where is my assistant? Somebody died. I gotta go. Like this. He cannot get any sense to it. This woman is just talking in rambles, shambles, and psychobabbles.
Is through laws and law enforcement. That's the only way that you can uphold an anti-natural system. I mean, I'm pretty sure that we can agree that a water dam is man-made, and that a water dam controls the flow of water into anti-natural direction. Can we at least agree on that? And I will yield the floor to you.
He's like, please don't yield the floor to me again. I'm so done. I can't say the same thing over and over and over. I feel so bad for these men in debates with these idiot prostitutes. Oh no, excuse me, idiot pimps. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, she's a stud too. A stud, pimp, prostitute. I don't know what it is. Okay. Can you imagine? They have to say the same thing. They're reiterating the same thing in a different way. Okay, she didn't understand this. Let me do it this way. Let me say it this way. You know what a headache he has? I can't imagine. I mean, I know he went straight to the boxing gym to get all of this off his chest. this woman would drive somebody insane.
The reason so many of these debates are not very productive is because, unfortunately, you have extremes. In some cases, you might have extremes of political views. One person's a leftist extremist, one person's on the right extreme. Or in this case, you have extremes of IQ. And in your case, I find it quite strange that you're denying all of human history, which is to say that if matriarchy was a natural thing, then why did it yield? It was not anything that was ever dominant anywhere in the world. I challenge you to name me 2 matriarchal hegemons ever anywhere on the planet Earth. Can you name me 2 matriarchal hegemons?
Let me tell you something. Did you just sit up here and say that matriarchy is unnatural? Did you really just say that?
I will repeat my question. Can you name...
See what I mean? He's got to repeat it. And I wonder, do you think that they're like buying time, or maybe she's like texting someone for the answer real quick, trying to figure this out, Googling? I don't know. I mean, what exactly is she doing? She literally doesn't understand. He's got to repeat the question again. Oh my God.
I will repeat my question. Can you name 2 matriarchal hegemons?
No.
That was my question.
No. I heard your question, but I'm asking the question. Did you say that matriarchy is unnatural, even though biologically and all over planet Earth?
Can you name 2 hegemons that were matriarchs?
I'm pretty sure I can find it if I go research it.
It's called Google. I told you can I get a second? I need a bathroom break. You know what I mean? I need a bathroom break for a couple of reasons. I got to go research that real quick. Let me get my Google, my chat bot, and I need to hit some of these hoes to come up in here tonight. I got to make sure too, they ain't listening to this right now, because I don't need them talking to me about this conversation with you. Okay? No, I need to get my wings and all my stuff going. I need my honeyberry blunts, honey.
Okay,
that's what's on her mind.
But I'm asking you a question. Listen, I'm asking you a question. You asked me a question. I answered you. My question to you, because there's a whole bunch of matriarchies. My question to you, are you saying that the natural, normal, original way is unnatural, even though all over the planet, in nature everywhere, it's female dominated?
I'm saying that you're completely unwell mentally, because there's not one example of that anywhere. Nowhere on earth have there been matriarchies that have dominated and been successful.
No, because matriarchies don't dominate. No, matriarchies don't dominate. That is male mentality. The male's whole objective is to conquer and destroy.
First of all, okay. If you don't dominate, how could you run anything? How could you control anything? How could you build? How could you do anything? What is she talking about?
And destroy. That's all y'all do. And then
that's all you do is conquer and destroy. How could all that males do is be conquer and destroy? How could that even be possible? How? How am I sitting here talking to you on this camera, just like he was saying? How are you on that microphone? How do you do it? How do you get in your car in the morning and do whatever? How did you go buy that Nike hat? How did you do that? Because males build things. Okay, they don't destroy them. Women are the ones destroying everything that men built. That's why we are in unprecedented times. Well, in our lifetimes, at least. That's why the country is being destroyed right now. This is very serious. I mean, yeah, it's funny and everything, and you know, all of her antics, but it's actually not. It's actually not funny at all. I really hope that young women are watching this, because this is dangerous. This is our future. She's infiltrating the minds of young women to destroy us.
Trace the history. Oh, wait a minute. Let's let me ask you this.
Oh Lord, look at him. He's like, oh God, no, she's not going to go in history. Oh Lord, no, please. Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to, oh God, I can't. I'm not a teacher any longer, hon. Love, I'm not a teacher any longer. I used to teach children. And you know what? The mentality of the children that I taught is way above the mentality of her right now. Not me. I'm talking to him. He was a teacher. Can you imagine the patience this man has to have?
Do you believe that white males have erased Black history? Let me ask you that question.
No.
It's no, because I'm really trying to see what kind of game you playing.
No, what she's trying to do right now is deflect. Because first of all, she's still trying to understand the question prior. She can't get out of that. This is her way of deflecting. Let me put some race into this so I can try to wiggle my way out of this. Okay? Because I need to close this session now. I need to get up on out of this mess. I done crawled in a deep trap.
You yield the floor.
Let me ask the question. Let me ask the question, and then I'm going to yield the floor. Let me ask. Do you believe that white males took and erased the history of Black people?
What happens sometimes is in the absence of having evidence, people pretend as though the evidence didn't exist because someone destroyed it. And we can always make that argument. I could sit here and tell you that there were aliens that ruled for thousands of years before the Africans. It's just that once the Africans took over, they destroyed all the history of the aliens. And when the UFO comes back, they're going to make me leader. Right. The fact is that this stuff is nonsense. And when you don't have facts, logic, you go to the metaverse just to prove a point.
No.
You know what she's doing right now? This is what she's getting ready to do. She's like, oh no, Saint. Oh no, you're not gonna degrade me right now and try to make me look low. Okay? You think you above us? You think you above us because you've been to Africa and Egypt and you done traveled the world? Okay, well, let me tell you something. You know what? Well, if you think you're so smart and so worldly and you know so much more, why don't you go and make a pyramid? Okay? You've been to Egypt, go make a pyramid. Actually, I'm gonna build you the materials right in my backyard. I want you to come over to my house and build a pyramid in my backyard, okay? If you think that you're so knowledgeable and you got such game and this and that, okay? You want to build something? Let me see a man build something. Come over and build a pyramid. I'm sorry. You do realize she is here and he is on Mars right now, okay? That's why he keeps bringing up the metaverse, because it's the only thing that she can understand. A false reality. All right. Aside from that, she's sitting here thinking about who she's going to call. You know, she's like, what am I going to do? I need some blunts. God, I need to get high right now. I mean, I just don't understand. I knew I should have brought that e-cigarette. She's like, damn, how long are we going to go? You know, this went for 3 hours, right? You know, I watched all 3 hours of this. Priceless.
To prove a point.
No, that's important, because that same behavior of the white male is the same behavior because this is white male mentality. Take any race.
Do you yield the floor?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Now, I actually studied under a number of scholars who are experts in African history at the University of California, Berkeley. Oh, and I've also been to Sub-Saharan Africa many times. How many times have you been to Sub-Saharan Africa?
No, I ain't been, but guess what? I got a lot of books back here.
Now stop talking real quick. That's my whole point about you kind of people. You've never even stepped foot on the African continent, but you're an expert on African matriarchy.
Listen, you think you're so good. All right, I already told you. Why don't you come over here and build a pyramid, okay? Build me a pyramid in my backyard for my little daughter or whoever to play in. Okay, since you've been to Sub-Saharan Africa, you think you know more about Africans than Africans ourselves. Okay, we all been to Brown University. Okay, you ain't the only Ivy League here. Okay, it's called the School of Hard Knocks. Okay, baby? So come on over here, love. Come on, baby. You want to be a saint and a sinner? I'm going to show you how it's done. Okay, and yeah, I have some hoes up here lined up for you. Okay, I'm about getting ready right myself. Get my candles all set up. And, you know, I put some rose petals out here. And, you know, because I'm about to call some hoes myself and get myself some, you know, because I get more than you. My God. She's out of her league. Okay. Look, fresh and fit is one thing. This is another. She should have did her research.
Studied under a proper scholar. No, it's not your turn right now. You've never studied under a proper scholar, but somehow you know so much. The worst thing about your personality type is you're a true narcissist. You're arrogant. You never even been to Africa, but you got so much knowledge about these African matriarchies.
You're the floor. You're the floor. So you don't even know what I know. Because first of all, that's a part of my teachings. Okay. That's been a part of my teaching since 2015. So
since 2015. Yeah, that's been a part of her teaching. Look, okay, that's been a part of my teaching since 2015. Okay, I went and got some cliff notes. You know, I called Tariq Nasheed. He didn't call me back, but I tried to get some games, some info. You know, I got all my information, okay, from Dr. Umar Johnson. Okay, I know everything there is to know about schools, about anything there is to know about Africa and all of that stuff, because I'm a queen. Okay, I'm a king. I'm everything. But she got all her information. 2016? You realize what's going 2016.
So this, again, your show ain't about trying to actually talk about nothing. But if y'all want a real discussion, you come to my show, right? You come to my show and we'll talk. We'll talk like we'll talk.
No one wants to follow a lesbian. You're like the black generous.
Shit, man. Listen, baby. The woman is the prize, baby. Listen, men don't want to follow me. I don't want them. I don't want men following me. I don't want men following me, baby.
Come on, baby. No, I mean, I'm spitting game. I got hoes coming over here. Man, what you talking about? Okay, women don't want to come with me. I'm sitting here. I'm twisting them out. I'm putting them out. I'm turning these hoes out. Are you kidding me? Okay, no. You don't tell me what people want to come to. I mean, is this woman like a preacher? I mean, she sounds like a preacher that preaches about nothing. Do you understand that? Like, come on over here. Let me give you a little bit of some knowledge. Now, when the sky is green, I mean, I thought it was purple too. And you know, Marilyn Monroe. Now, that's some African. And now, this over here. Now, what we're going to do today, we're going to teach you about sex. Oh, but we ain't going to talk about nothing. This is insane.
What are we even talking about? Yeah, I'm a lesbian. Yes. I ain't got no problem with that. The woman is the prize. I ain't wasting my time on no dude.
Do you realize that your sexual behavior is a result of your mental trauma because you, the person
however you want to flip it. However you want to flip it. However you want to flip it.
I'm going to let you answer and I'm going to listen to you.
How you going to flip it? How you going to flip it? How you going to flip it? When my earth and the wind spoke a fire, let me get your sheets wet. We listen to Keith Sweat. That's what she's doing. She's twisting now. I got all my Alizé ready. I'm gonna put you in the days and ways. I'm gonna get you, girl. I'm gonna get you. What you got? What you got? You think you can get more women than me? Oh no. I'm a boss lady. Oh, I'm a real pimp. I be pimping right. I got my Cadillac outside. Yeah, so what? It's old. I know Bishop Don Juan. I met this man. Okay, I done watched it all. I done read it all. I know everything. Okay, Snoopy up in my house.
I'm gonna listen to you because I'm truly curious. You speak of nature. There is no homosexuality in nature.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I mean, now if we just want to play, if we want to play this game,
I'm
then
going to let you answer. I promise you, I really want to hear your answer. I'm going to let you answer. And if we said your way is the best way and all of humankind took on your behaviors as a homosexual, we would have been extinct by now.
Wow, but
you're sitting here acting as if you don't need men, okay? That is absolutely ridiculous and sad and scary. This is actually very funny to watch, but it's actually very sad. It's disturbing. It's disturbing. I cannot even fathom how many times that I've seen these women, Farah Khalidi, Pixie, all of these women, and they continue to push feminism as if we don't need men. It's like, really? Nothing happens without a man. Nothing. And why would any woman want to have to do what a man does? That's the crazy thing. You got all these women on these podcasts looking for high value men and high value pimps and high value this and high value that. But you want to be a man. So you don't want to work, but you don't want a man. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? Why would you ever go down the path of feminism if you want a high value man and you want to do nothing and be taken care of like a princess? Is that the feminist way?
You seen a gay dog? I mean, come on. You ever seen a gay canine? It's because they don't have the capacity to be crazy.
But see, earlier you said that the woman ain't just sex. See, when you talk about homosexuality, you're talking about homo and sexuality. So this is just about the sex organs. Anytime you talk about heterosexual, bisexual, homosexual, you're talking about the sex organ. Earlier you said that you recognize women as a whole being with talents, thoughts, and beliefs and all of the skills and all of that. Sir.
Don't these women understand the difference between sex and men being in love with a woman? Do you not understand the difference? I mean, you do understand that, right? It's like these women that are consistently talking about cheating. Okay, well, if you have a husband and he liked you, obviously there was an attraction somewhere in the beginning, right? So what happened there? Where did it go wrong? First of all, did you stop having sex? Well, what do you think he's going to do? Do you understand, like, how what I'm saying here? Men want to have sex. Just because they're having sex with other women does not necessarily mean they love them or like them even. Okay? That's the delusion.
A person's life ain't just based on sex. Is it or is it not? Because my whole thing to dealing with a woman ain't even rooted in sex, right? It's not even rooted in sex.
Rooted in pain and trauma.
Well, however you want to flip it. Okay, if that's what make you happy, that's cool. I ain't trying to convince you of nothing. But what I am going to tell you is I don't mess with y'all. And based on what everybody else saying, you might not mess with us either. So you might.
Is she nuts?
Mess with us either. So you might have this Andrew Tate thing going on where you want to fuck Megan Fox with a dick, like Andrew Tate said. So it doesn't matter. The whole thing is this: either.
Where is she getting this? That's what she wants to do. Okay, to Megan Fox. She's got it confused. Okay, baby, that's what you want to do. You want to put that strap on and do what Andrew Tate said. Okay, she wants to do that to Megan Fox because she be dreaming about Megan Fox. Okay, she's confused.
A woman is based in sex, or she got a whole bunch of other value. Which one is it?
That is amazing. Do you even remember what my question was?
My question to you is this.
You didn't even answer the question. The question was, I'll repeat it because you clearly forgot it while you were ranting. The question I asked you is homosexuality something that is natural? Can you explain it in a state of nature? Because if it was adopted in mass, we'd be extinct.
No. So are you saying, my question is, are you saying there are no homosexual behaviors in nature? Because I got videos showing lions, and then guess what? Male giraffes prefer to copulate with other male giraffes. Did you know that? Did you know that Japanese macaque monkeys, they prefer?
Amazing.
You asked me a question in nature, and I'm telling you, you can go look it up yourself. So my question to you is this: is the woman based only in sex, or does she have other value outside of just mating with a male? Because that's all y'all care about. Like you said, you didn't at first.
You're a dishonest person.
Look, before he goes and talks, I'm going to tell you, did you know that macaque monkeys be coming up in here and they eat Burger King too? And they don't give a crap if it's grass-fed or if it's vegan, okay? And one of them even came up in here and drove my Cadillac, okay? So now, you know what I'm saying? So you can sit here and talk to me about how monkeys, okay, are not humans, okay? They may be mammals, but they are not humans. But one came up in my driveway and stole my damn car, okay? I saw it with my own eyes, okay? And it was eating my Burger King, okay? And it was my Veggie Whopper, okay? So what you gonna be talking about here? Okay, they can drive, they can do this, they can do everything. And they also like other male macaque and monkeys. And they even had sex with my parrot and my bird and my other thing. And the squirrel too, okay? And that's why we are all of mixed race here, okay? Because the world is mixed now, okay? Ain't nobody one color anymore. And that's what we doing. We having animals. We doing it all, baby, okay? And so all that sub-Saharan Africa you can speak of, you are wrong. And clearly you ain't been to Africa enough. Cause I'm up in here in my backyard and wherever the hell I am. And I know more about Africa than you. And how is that with you, all your scholar? Like I said, get your behind over here and get in my yard and you build me a pyramid, okay? And then we could talk. And for now, I'm just gonna talk about my smoking my Alizé. I'm gonna call my hoes and I'm gonna get my stuff going, okay? Because what I need right now, baby, is a blunt, okay? I need to get my bitches up in here, okay? I need to be smoking fire, lace with crack in on my blood. Alizé in my cup, yeah. Oh, baby, 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 baby. Come on. Don't be a saint. Be a sinner. Be a sinner. That's where it's at, baby. Okay? I'm going to show you that Alizé monkey. There's an Alizé monkey, okay? Because he be sipping my alcohol, too. And smoking on my vapes. And no, baby, I don't live in a zoo.
Didn't at first.
You're a dishonest person. I said several times, in fact, before we even started our debate, I said that this is a platform where we value the woman and we value the man and we value them even more together. And
okay, so
you're being extremely dishonest here, and it's quite sad.
No, that's what you said at the beginning. But when I asked you why males take sex from women if they weren't valuable, you stated that women have more value.
Sexual assault.
So,
you're sexual assault because you've been victim of it. And I'm telling you,
listen.
Now it's getting real. Now it's getting real. Okay. Do you hear what he said? I got to bring that back. You know, this is actually very sad. He's saying that you're obsessed with sexual assault because you've been a victim of it. Now, she sure does behave that way, which is so sad. And, you know, it's so weird to me. You know, this is why I feel that what they call the nuclear family is why it's so important. Okay. Because if you have a mother and a father in the house, first of all, that means your mother can raise you and teach you right from wrong. That means your father's doing the same. I've never been in a situation where there was even a chance for me to be sexually assaulted. Okay. Laced with drugs, any of this stuff. How do you even get in a situation like that? Well, are you from a broken home? You know, do you have a stepfather around or a boyfriend? Is the mother got random men coming in and out of the house? See, think about what I'm saying here. This is why it's so important that the world gets back to family values and the fear of God. Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
More value.
Sexual assault.
So,
sexual assault because you've been victim of it. And
listen, we're going to have a logical conversation without all the conjecture. Listen, I understand that this is a problem and it does occur. And I wish that we can better protect, and I'm working on that. Forget all that. Forget all that. The question is, are women more than sex, or are they just based in sex? Because if they are more than sex, then you don't have to have a relationship with a male because of your sex.
I'm the bald head lover. I'm a byproduct.
I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. This is crazy. First of all, before we go into this, this is the reality. It depends on the woman. How much value do you have for yourself? Okay. You know, you can't get by on just your looks alone, honey. That's what my grandmother used to say, right? You have to put work into yourself. Okay. That's what makes you high value to a man. You understand that? A man can get sex from anyone. They don't even have to look good. None of that. Because it's just about the act. That doesn't mean he's going to keep you around, though. And this is where she is just having this disconnect. Obviously, she has a serious hatred for men. Now, let's see what's coming up here. I don't know what this is.
Sex.
I'm the bald head lover. A byproduct of testosterone, which is primarily a male thing, right? Mm-hmm. It causes male pattern baldness, which will cause recession of the hairline, for example. Mm-hmm. And in
Did he just do this? Did he just do this? This man is scary. Is this her? This can't be. This can't be.
Cause recession of the hairline, for example. And in your case, we're observing on the right side 3 things that make me ask you sincerely, are you a person that was born a female? Because you have male pattern baldness. The recession of the hairline is very significant. Secondly, I look at your shape. It's very rectangular, as mine is as a male. And then the last part I want to ask you about, because we all know when females gain weight, they generally have a pouch, right? No, I didn't know you were LGBTQ. That's why I'm asking this. They have a pouch. And so I'm looking at your stomach when you were overweight, and we see that your stomach was hanging over in a beer belly formation, which is generally what happens in the male physiology, whereas the female will develop a pouch, so there'll be a smoothness and the stomach won't sit over. So to be honest and sincere, because I see that you're showing a lot of strange ideas around sexuality, were you indeed born a female?
I'm literally speechless. What has he just done at this moment? Oh my God. Ladies, this is why you should never take photos like this. Because they are going to end up here.
Actually, I was born a male, and I'm the first male to get pregnant. Yeah.
I sincerely ask that in this.
I cannot even believe what I just saw. Are you looking at what he just did to her? Now, I don't know if she ticked him off and that was, he had that. I don't know what's going on here, but what are we looking at here? Okay. Why would anyone post this? Because this was clearly posted somewhere. It's a before and after. And I must say, she did a good job on the after, but honey, the before. Oh, I mean, maybe she came up with some concoction in that, what is it? Molecular biology degree that she got. Maybe she was able to come up with some kind of concoction to turn her into something prettier so she can go get some of them females that like other females so that she could be a pimp, a real pimp boss lady. I mean, whoa.
I sincerely ask that in as much as an observer of biology, flat cheekbones, like for example, like you and I both have flat cheekbones.
Yeah.
Right? Like you put your face at rest, you have flat cheekbones. So we both have.
Hold on, let me get my cheekbone. I want him to say, are my cheeks good? he is literally dissecting her face.
Masculine physiology.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, I got square shoulders. I got a square frame. Baby, you didn't uncover the truth, Saint. I'm a male. So now you can't say I'm sexual deviant. Let's go next.
So one of the strange.
Okay, she handled that well.
The strange things about your type is that you're really on earth to cause division and wickedness. Well, really, I'll give you an example of this. It's funny. You're laughing like an evil witch. Like it's almost creepy. Check this out. This is how I know that you're not up to any good. You're actually not trying to build anything. You're making a grab for money, and in your pain, you're organizing the other angry persons who have been victim of unfortunate things in their childhood.
I'm glad you feel sorry for him. All right.
Now I don't know what he's preparing right here, but we're about to see.
Second things. So right here, this shows us what kind of person you are. So you have objectives when you go.
Okay, just let me explain this. So she was on Fresh and Fit. And these are her notes. Apparently. Those were her objectives for when she went on the show. Oh, this is a mess. This is a mess.
The person you are. So you have objectives when you go on the Fresh and Fit show. You Absolutely. See, we would have thought that you'd go on there with the objective to maybe share your perspective, the objective to represent women well, 304s in your case, or the objective to spread the word about your platform. Instead, you went on with wicked aims. For example, number one, if you'd calm yourself for a second, challenge Myron. That's really sick and sad. It's like your goal is just to challenge someone. You're unruly. And then you write, destabilize him. This is bully mentality. When your goal is to try to put someone into a bad light, I'd respect it if you were going there to share your perspective. But if your actual goal is to try to destroy another human being in the public forum, That's a very negative thing. It's wickedness. And then you put expose his lack of logic publicly. To suggest that he has a lack of logic, that just shows that you have a lack of logic because it's just patently not true. Number 2, you write, get the girls at the table on my side. You mentioned that the male.
No, this is crazy. I'm going to let him finish. Okay. I'm even going to roll it back, but this is nuts. This woman is psychotic. Do you understand that? This woman is the profile of a woman that is literally stalking you to take your women. Okay. Oh my God. This is premeditated. Who walks onto a podcast with this?
Wow. You mentioned that the male has a dominant nature. Well, number 2, it's showing that you might be a male because get the girls at the table on my side. Well, that's very dominant.
Okay, and well, you say I was a hoe and now I'm a man. Which one is it, man? Pick a side.
Well, actually, I'm going to correct that. She went on. This is all lies. Okay, this is hyperbole. Chatbot wrote that for her. She went on Fresh and Fit to take the girls home. That's her real objective, okay? She went there to spit some game and, you want to come work for me because, there's some real money in here. I could be pimping you. I know you all are on OnlyFans, but, I could raise your profile, baby. And you know what? I got money. I got cash. I got a husband still. I still getting his paychecks. You know what? Why don't you come here and live with Big Mama? I'm going to take real good care. You call me daddy. You can call me whatever you want, girl. Okay? I'm going to lace that blunt with crack. I'm going to get you in that Alizé mood. We going to get all night. That's what she really went to Fresh and Fit for. So she could literally take the girls home with her. Literally. For good.
I can stick with it.
The funny thing too is that you don't really have a side. You don't realize this is how backward you are.
So you're confused. So you don't know if I'm male, female. You just confused.
This is how backward you are. You were like, in Africa, we have matriarchies. Well, here's the funny thing. You're an LGBTQ person. African nations, they have a death penalty for persons who engage in your sexual perversion.
Whoa. Wow.
So you're over here trying to put things on
run
African
by males, right? Run by males, right? Males want to kill, right? That's what y'all want to do.
Here you are again. You're so angry at the male that we know something bad happened to you from a male. And that is truly sad to all of us. But what we cannot do is we can't reverse it. So what you have to be able to do as a mature person is you have to get some therapy so that you can differentiate between the guy who abused you, who was probably in your family, the dirtbag who abused you, and every other guy. You see, because most men, just like most women, are well-intentioned, decent people. But when you suffer trauma, it creates an indelible scar and you're still operating under this broken manner because you're emotionally scarred and you're not in the process of healing. Instead, what you do is you put up walls. You put up a lesbian wall and said, I'm not going to deal with any males because someone did something bad to me and it was a male. And now I'm indiscriminate in being able to understand the good from the bad. And that's truly sad. And that's why we have to protect our young ladies. We have to protect our young boys so that they don't end up like you, which is frankly broken. You're beyond healing.
That's good, Mr. Saint. Now,
that was a mouthful. Ooh. And sadly, what he's saying is probably true in her instance. I mean, we know that these things happen all the time, but this is her reaction to that. Her face tells it all. I feel sorry for her now.
Mr. Saint, now can you yield the floor?
Yes.
All right. So if you're going to show up somewhere, you should always have a mission and a plan, right? So I'm not just going up there just to go up there. That's right. I had a mission and an objective, right? And that's what you do. If you don't plan to, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail.
That's a man's quote. Use a woman's quote.
Oh, dang.
That's a man's
quote. So I'm a man. So I'm a man. So I'm a man. No.
Use a woman's quote.
Planning, sir. Baby, that's just facts of life. That's just the facts of life, right? So, men didn't create that. Life created that, and people who got sense discovered that through living life. But anyway, that's a topic for another discussion. So yeah, I had 4 objectives when I went up there, and I accomplished all 4 of them. Now, y'all might not like that, and it's cool, right? But since I'm a man, Saint, since I'm a man, I should be afforded. Listen, no, wait a minute. Don't men plan? Don't men plan?
You're a male. You're a male.
Okay, well, baby, you got to transition into manhood, right? And I've done that.
No, you're a male, not a man. That's different.
No.
He's even gotta go. Yeah, baby. I know what I am. I'm a man, not a male. A male man. I'm a male man, woman, he man, she man, and I got everything, including a plan. Clearly. Oh my God.
No, because a man operates from the mind space, right? A man operates from the mind space, and that's what I do, right? Okay, so I got a library that I read from, right? I have a library, so that's leaders, baby, Saint. Leaders are readers, sweetheart. Leaders are readers, baby. Now, I'm cool. Listen, I'm cool with being a male. I ain't got no problem with that, man. I ain't tripping.
Leaders are readers, baby. I'm cool with being a man. Okay, I ain't tripping. Look at him. I'm telling you, the saint in the center is just like, how did I get here? How did I get here? It's just this circle that goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. Oh, it's so exhausting. Can you imagine being her child? Do you know how confused that kid is? I mean, he doesn't know if he's a man, a monkey, a squirrel, living on Earth, on Mars, on Venus. He doesn't know if that's his mother, his father. He don't know what's going on.
Tripping? Right? Listen, baby, I'm going to go with your circus show, baby. I'm cool with it. You just tell me where to go and we going to go, baby.
Do you yield the floor?
Yeah, I yield the floor. I yield the floor.
I like individuals like you because you're so easy to read. You see, you actually idolize the man. We know that you idolize the man because all the books that you quote from, all the books that you read from are written by men. It's the knowledge of a man that you are taking as
if it's going to be any man, it's the white man. I'll say that.
Furthermore,
wow. No comment.
Furthermore, and then she races against everybody. She threw the white man under the bus.
If it's gonna be Robert Greene is white, man, he ain't black. I mean, let's just cut it. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
The other book that you were reading was written by a black man. So we see that whoever the man is, you take your lead from him. And because you're not able to come up with your own ideas, all you can actually do is imitate. And this is the lowest form. It's a form of flattery, but this is the lowest form of learning and comprehension is imitation. You're following after, but you don't quite know why. And what people like you do, those females who are just unwell mentally, they weren't raised right, didn't have a proper father, you idolize the man that you never really understood and knew because your father wasn't there giving you proper guidance. You don't comprehend the man. And then you idolize the man, you try to become a man. And as you become a man, as you try to become a man, that causes you to compete with a man. But the sad reality, and you and I both know it, is that you actually can't compete with a man.
Baby, ain't nobody in competition with y'all.
That's why you got blown out intellectually. And that's why you're inferior physically. It's like you're losing on all fronts.
Ouch. Ouch, that hurt.
Sir, Ad hominem attacks is not blowing anybody out of the water intellectually. Ad hominem attacks, listen, sir, what you've been doing, listen, you ran a whole circus show here, baby. That's what you did. And listen,
a circus show, that's the best that she could come up with all the knowledge and fire that the saint in the center was literally spewing at her. That's what she could come up with. A circus show. Poor thing.
Listen, I'm a ride with you. I'm a ride with you. So this is your game. This your game, Milk Dud. This your game, Milk Dud. I ain't tripping.
Milk Dud, what is she, a battle rapper now? You better pray he doesn't come back at you right now, okay? You know what? That's what I'm telling you. She should have been a rapper. She knows Twister. With my earth and the wind, spark a fire. Let me get your sheets wet, swinging in the deep. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? God only knows. I mean, I know she's got a book full of lyrics, not knowledge. She has a book full of lyrics. I mean, she's probably like stole them from everybody around, but
she told me she had videos of lions having gay sex. I mean, come on now. Where are the facts? But here's the thing. You said milk dud. I challenge you this. You said milk dud. I like that. You said milk dud. You referred to my beautiful bald
I
head.
mean, you call, yeah, that's cool.
Show me your bald head. I'm proud of mine. This is different between a man and a woman. This is what I actually look like. Show me your hair. Show me your hair.
No, I got braids in my hair. No, baby, I got braids in my hair. No, baby.
Oh, no. Wow. No comment.
I got braids. I got braids in my head. No, I got braids in my head.
This is the core. You hate what you really are. You hate your blackness. You hate your womanness. You hate your inferiority. You hate your low IQ. You hate your broken marriage. You hate your upbringing. You hate your parents. You especially hate your father who was absent. You hate it all. You will not be real. And when anyone looks at it or points at it or mentions it or says anything accurate, truthful, or critical, you fall apart with anger and you try to use insults. Here's the difference between you and I can take your insults because I'm such a boss. It means nothing. You said I got a milk dud head. You're correct. Now let's see your head. Let's see your hair. You could dish it out, but why can't you take it back? You's a boss. You want to compete with a man showing you his bald head. Show me your bald head now. You a man, show me your bald head. You can't compete because you're weak and you hate yourself.
So it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, this is a game show. But
no, he didn't. He didn't. He did.
Here's the thing, and I appreciate you showing that particular picture because see, you see the work ethic I got, right?
No,
see, I went
we don't.
No. Yeah, you do because no, sweetie, no, because no. I worked.
Let me help you guys out because what you guys don't understand, I would much.
Okay, she's in a timeout. You realize you just muted her again. You ever see a debate where one of the debaters is the moderator too? How could you not be with her? I mean, she's got to go in a timeout at some point.
What you guys don't understand, I would much rather learn from somebody who says, damn, I've been in top physical shape for the last 20 years, rather than talk to somebody who said, I've been in top physical shape for the last 2 years. Your audience.
Wow. This is what women don't realize. Okay, posting these pictures like this, do you think this is helping your cause? It's not. It's showing that you were lazy before. I was lazy and look, baby, I like to eat Doritos. I like my malt liquor. You know, I already told you I like my Alizé, and you know, that packs on some more pounds because you're not a man, because you don't have a man's metabolism. Okay. You want to be a man, but the reality is you're not. So you can't do manly things. Okay. It just doesn't work that way. Do you ever see like young couples and, you know, like in like 20-year-olds or even like 18 teenagers, and you see this girl and she's like in really great shape. She's young and with a guy around her age, right? And they're like in Wingstop or something. And she's eating and drinking exactly what he's eating and drinking. And then 2 years later, if you're in your local neighborhood, you see those same two and they're still together and she looks a lot different than she did prior. Okay. Because women can't be just doing what men do. Okay. You just don't do it. You know, when your fiance likes to go to, you know, the cigar bar, you don't go in there sitting around smoking cigars with them. Okay. It's not ladylike. You don't eat what a man eats. Okay. You don't drink beer. You don't drink alcohol. You have to do things that are meant for a lady's body, a lady's figure. All right. It's the delusion. And that's part of the problem with where we're at in society, with feminism. Okay. Feminism. Be a man, act like a man, drink like a man, eat like a man. Don't work out like a man though. You know, we'll leave that part out. You know what I'm saying? This is how you become this. It's embarrassing.
Are women who have either been victim of a brutish caveman of a male, or your audience is a person who has been confused and they're engaging in sexual deviance. That's your audience. You don't have any women who are in happy marriages following you. because you're such a negative person. You've only spoken death and destruction this whole time.
That's the nature, sir. That's the nature. That's the nature of a male. We could just take it, right? That's y'all's nature. I ain't talking about taking nothing from it. Listen, I ain't talking about. No.
Here she goes with that narrative again. They just keep pushing the same thing. It's like all talking points. You know what it's at? That's not the nature of a male. Again, we're sitting here in modern society that men built for us. Probably because they wanted to impress a woman, not you, not a she-man or a he-man, a real lady, a decent woman, a female. Okay? That's how you get rewarded, by being a lady, not by being some kind of pimp. All right? It's like, come on.
Listen, I'm not talking about what did you build?
Well, I'm going to answer, but first.
No. What did you build? Hey, how much?
By now, he probably built that pyramid in her backyard. She just doesn't even know it. You better be careful what you're asking here.
Seriously. How much longer? Hey, Saint, real talk. No, real talk. Sir, listen, I got a lot of stuff to do. How much longer do you?
Here it goes. She got a lot of stuff to do. It's coming.
A lot of stuff to do. How much longer do you? How much longer do you want to do this? Because you wasting my time.
Look, sinner, saint, okay, whatever it is. You know, she got things to do. She said she wants a malt liquor, a honeyberry blunt, a Popeyes 3-piece. We'll definitely get this party all right. Gonna be. Well. She said she wants some spicy jerk chicken, some dirty rice, a pack of Newports. We'll definitely get this party all right. Okay, she got things to do. She got places to be, baby. Okay, look, baby, I got to go. I got to pick up my jerk chicken. I got to get some dirty rice. I got to get them Newports. I got to get some lotion, some oil. I got some women coming over tonight. Okay, I got things to do. I got candles to light. I got roses to buy. All right. It's time to go.
You're wasting my time.
I'm telling you that.
Sir, you are wasting my time. How much longer do you want to do this?
And I understand you want to run. I would run too. I wouldn't.
No, this ain't got nothing about running. You wasting my time at this point. Okay, I didn't give you an hour and 45 minutes of circus play. I didn't give you an hour and 45 minutes of circus play because I'm gonna tear this. Hey, I'm gonna tear this show up. I'm gonna tear this show up on my own platform. How much longer you want to do this, Saint? Saint, how much longer you want to do it? You can mute my mic or whatever. How much longer you want to do it? Because you wasting my time at this point. And I got,
What have you built?
What have you built? Right? Because no, seriously. If we're gonna talk back and forth individually, you tell me what you built. Go ahead.
Question. I'll answer your question. And then after I tell you what I've built, will you tell me what you've built?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I just want to make sure we have an understanding here. You asked me what have I built, and I'm going to answer you. And then after that, you're going to tell me what you have built, right?
And then, and here's the thing. After I tell you what I have built, no, I'm going to leave the show to you. I'm going to tell you what I done built, but I'm going to leave the show to you after this because you're wasting my time.
Got you. Your time is highly valuable.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I'll just be brief because I'm really fascinated with what you've built. And most of the things I built, you can find on google.com.
Mm-hmm. Which a man created. Sorry, I had to.
Because they're real things.
That's fine because I'm not in competition with you, sir. So why don't you just go ahead and no, because here's the thing. First of all, I'm not interested, sir. I'm not interested in you, and I really don't care about you. So what I'm saying is, just answer so I can answer so I can get out of here.
Just real quick, just the last thing on your way out. Just tell us.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it to you. Hurry up.
No, just
I didn't gave you. I didn't gave you almost 2 hours.
I want to know what you've contributed. Rather than just being destructive. I build minds, right? I build people, right? That's what I build. Here's the thing. Human resources. No company can operate without human touch, period. So that's why you have a human resources department. So being able to build the minds of a human, that is valuable, okay? So here's the thing. I don't have no more time to play with you, sir. All right? Okay. So I just want the fact that you said you build minds because that's nothing we can measure. Like the reason you have to say things like that is because you've not done anything in the real world.
angel dust to angel wings. She's going to need a lot of angel dust tonight, baby. Okay, I'm going to need a lot of angel dust tonight because I don't know how I'm going to get this out of my head, okay? She's waiting for the ladies to come so she can just forget about this whole thing. Now, I need you, hold on, call my pimp friend. I need to find somebody who can hack that man's computer and get that down, okay? I don't ever want that out, because you know why? He don't deserve it. I'm gonna call my lawyer. I'm gonna get a law degree. Go in the hood and see if anybody got a law degree so I can get this down. Okay, I don't need this stuff, because I didn't give him my permission anyway, all right? Now, what we gonna do tonight, baby? Come on, what we gonna do? This is crazy. Oh, I hope any females that are watching tonight, or she-males, or whatever you want, understand that pimping is an art, baby. Pimping ain't easy. And that's all I have to say about that.